Welcome to And Why Not Podcast with Andy and Dave. Two mates happy to talk about anything and everything.
Howdy, buddy. How are you?
I'm super duper. Andy, how are you?
Mate, love a good Wednesday. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, mate. We are on Black Flag. Rage, Juicy Pale. 6%. Yummy.
Yum, yum.
Don't mind if I do.
Cracking pale ale, that one.
I may have just spilled a bit, but it's all good.
You got to lick it, mate.
I'll lick it up, don't worry. I'll slurp it up.
So, Dave.
How are you? Oh,
So let's get something that's really deep and meaningful to you. It's actually to both of us, realistically. So what are we going to talk about tonight?
That video I sent you.
Yeah.
Rubbish about that bloke that punched the crap out of the bus driver. I think he was a bus driver or
bus
attendant
driver.
or whatever he was.
Yeah.
Bashing the crap out of him, jumped out of the bus, come back on, hit him again, and then the second video, the follow-up to that, was him getting bail.
He got bail.
He got bail.
Get the fuck out of here. So physical abuse.
Punched the guy in the short. It's obviously a short that you get. You only get what media put out or social media puts out. But he's probably hit him 14 times, I reckon.
And he obviously wasn't Australian. Do you
No,
know
he
what
is.
nationality he was?
I didn't say, but he was a typical wanker wearing an all green Adidas sort of tracksuit or whatever, some tosser, you know.
I think he might have looked maybe African or.
He's definitely not.
I wouldn't pick on which
No.
one it was, but
But seriously, that's assault. Like, you can't just go around punching people. Even if the guy antagonised him, which I'm assuming he wouldn't have. He's just a bus driver. He's probably telling him to get off because he hasn't paid or something or other.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
So he gets punched a heap of times by this bloke, and he walks away with bail. And
So
I didn't say what bail was,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it's pretty cheap because he walked out. So someone's gone and probably paid the $1,500, $2,000 or whatever it is. But I know what you're going to say. The worst thing of the whole bloody thing was everyone was filming it and no one helped. The bus was full. There was people standing. So the bus was probably, a 56 or 65 seater. You probably got, 50 people on it. It was halfway at the back end of the bus. So there's probably 20 odd people sitting there. No one helped. Everyone just stood there and videoed.
So fucking soft. Our society has become soft.
Yeah.
People are too scared to step in.
But why?
Because they're scared that
But it's the right thing to do.
they will end up being charged.
It's the right thing to do.
I know. We be as a society, as Australian, right?
Soft.
We're becoming softer and softer. And I bring this back to the government, right? They're letting these people get away with this, right? Okay? Justice isn't being served. Police don't have the rights to do what they used to be able to do. Parents don't have the right.
Phone book theory.
Mate, I've been phone booked.
Let's do it.
In my younger youth, I got phone booked.
No,
And
hang
it was
on.
for a legit reason.
You're a nice guy, Andy.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I have lots of skeletons in my
Yeah.
closet, right? But I deserved every bit of it.
Yeah, this guy deserves it. Why? How does he walk away with bail after assaulting someone and punching him a dozen times?
Okay, all right. So
That is just rubbish.
okay, so let's look at the other end of the spectrum, right? So this guy, physical assault,
Yep.
got bail, right? Now I heard on the radio today that literally there's a guy in New South Wales that online was basically threatening the Prime Minister. Threatening, right? Online, right? And texting.
Is he from his basement, his mum's basement?
No, he's an older guy, very older guy. Probably still from his mum's basement.
Yeah,
right?
playing war
So
games.
apparently
or
he goes to if he is going to trial, right? If he gets convicted, he gets 9 years.
See-
There's no bail. He gets convicted. He gets
he's
9
just
years.
threatened.
He's just verbally threatened,
So-
not physically threatened, verbally threatened.
So 9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go up and punch someone a dozen times and
Yeah.
walk out with bail in a nice lime green
So
tracksuit.
it's hypocritical that a politician that can happen to them, and this guy cops the full weight of the law. All right. This other guy physically beats someone and gets to walk away.
Walks away.
Like, they're being hard on everyone else who's picking on them, but they're being soft to everyone else that's picking on everyone else.
I hate to say it.
It's woke.
Thank you for
Is that
saying
where you're
it, 'cause
going with
I
that?
fucking hate that word.
Seriously, it is
It is,
the woke society.
It is. It's shit. And it even extends to, obviously us being North Brisbane boys here. They're The crime, youth crime.
Yeah.
I know they've started to get a little bit harder on it, but how soft has it been the whole time? Like these kids are getting away with so much. We did that sort of, not that sort of stuff, but we did some weird shit when we were kids. You know, every generation's done it.
Yeah.
But there was a level of respect where you didn't push it. Now they're pushing it, and they keep pushing and keep pushing because what's happening? They walk away.
They get to walk away.
There's
Exactly
no responsibility. Right. There's nothing. No repercussions. Nothing.
They can't do anything because our justice system is going. Oh no, they're right. They're underage. They're just people just doing silly things. They'll grow out of it. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Look at their essays. We'll call them essays. Where the fuck it's like, really? Go get a fucking job. Yeah. Go and work fucking 12 hours a day. I guarantee you, then you haven't got time to go and do the shit you need to do.
Don't steal your TNs. Go and buy them.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
your bum bag.
But again, it's this whole woke society. It's getting soft. Seriously.
It is. It's just dumbfounded. Absolutely dumbfounding that this bloke got bail. And even if it's bail at fucking $1 million, it's wrong.
Yeah.
It just means you punch someone repeatedly, you're walking away from it.
Yeah.
Without any real... Like, what's happening? Like, come on.
Okay, so...
Shit.
Almost on the same deal. Pedophiles.
Oh, don't roll us up again.
No. Okay, so the government had a clause in there that once they served their time, they could come back out after a certain amount of time if they hadn't done any sort more infringements, right? They were allowed to then work with children.
Oh.
They gave them the right. So that guy just recently that had those 70 charges against him in New South Wales.
The childcare one.
Childcare one. He had that, was able to do it again because he asked for a pardon. So there's proof that you don't do that shit. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because they're going to keep reoffending.
That's the sign.
Put them away.
If they're doing it young,
leave them there.
It's going to keep going, isn't it?
Exactly. 100%.
Woke.
Again, it's
Soft.
woke.
Soft.
Exactly. And it's starting from the top. And that's all I'm going to say. It's starting from the top and it's trickling all the way down.
What we could expand on in that is the shitness of people on that bus that didn't help. Look, I know the
it's
fight.
It's un-Australian. It's not Anzac anymore.
It's not Australian. It's un-Australian not to help someone that needs help.
Correct.
No matter who they are.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you don't jeopardise yourself, right? But I'm just going off this video.
Yeah.
The guy's not big, right? A couple of blokes on that bus could have easily detained him and just held on to him.
But also the guy who was beaten up was probably in his 60s.
An older fella, an older gentleman, just trying to do his job.
You know what I mean?
Trying to keep people happy and keep their, do it. It's just like, it is shit that no one helped. Like, I know everyone's got that fight or flight in them, one way or the other.
It would only take...
But this is decent human, just normal humanity, isn't it? Just to help someone.
Even if there was only another guy there who actually could have just stepped in between them.
Exactly right.
Taken a couple of punches, and then he would have been up for double assault. Or even trying to grab him from behind.
It's rubbish that no one helped. Like, everyone's happy to get their phone out and then show their friends and post it on the socials. Yeah. But just put your phone down and help.
Oh, okay, so last year, right, I went out on a bit of a drinking night with a couple of the boys.
I don't believe it.
In Brizzy. So when I do a drinking session, obviously I catch a train into town, we have our session, then I catch a train home, right? So I'm in the train at about 10 o'clock at night coming home, well and truly inebriated, right? This homeless guy, not causing any trouble, not doing anything, right? Just there sitting by himself, right? Guards come bust a couple of times and just see if he was okay and everything else. He fell asleep, right? We got to one station, and once you hit a certain station, then it becomes basically it's a free-for-all heading up to up the coast, all right? So literally this guy's fallen asleep. We're coming up to the last station, right? And he's still asleep, and I thought, hang on, he might want to get off. At that, I worked out later he was homeless, but at that time he was just some guy sleeping on the train.
Asleep on the bus, on the train.
Right? So I've gone over, and I've actually woken him up. Now there's other people on the train, right? I've woken him up. So mate, I said we're coming up to the last one before you end up going up to the sunny coast. He goes, thanks for that. Oh, I've missed my stop. And then we the other people we got on the coast. I got off. He got off the same thing. And then as I sat back down waiting for the train to get to the station, some woman turned around. She says, "Oh, that's nice of you." And in my brain instantaneously, I went, Why was the only? Why
You could have
I
done
was
it.
the only one that had any empathy to go and talk to this guy? Even if I woke him up and he went, "No, I'm heading up the coast."
Fine.
It doesn't matter.
He'll just drift back to sleep.
But that's what I mean. People don't want to get involved
No.
because they don't know what's going to happen.
And is that because everyone's scared of what we're living in at the moment?
Yeah.
Like some weird shit going on.
Yeah, because people get away with stuff. All right. If something happens, the court's not going to give them the full justice of the law. Right.
No, it's
Again, woke.
shit. Wokeness, soft. That's what woke is soft.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you disagree or agree. No, it's just like
No.
it's an excuse to be shit. It's
Or
an
just-
excuse
or-
to be a shit human being.
Okay, so it's an excuse to just express your interest if you're wearing have purple hair and wearing everything else and identify as whatever you want to identify as.
Identify as a doormat.
Exactly right. Right? But again, you can say whatever you want and then you can get away with it. Go, oh, well, I
It's
identify
freedom of
as this.
speech.
And
It's freedom of
and
speech.
freedom
It's
of- and
human
I'm,
rights.
And
it's-
I'm of this and everything else. Okay. Of
it's
course
a-
you can.
Yeah,
Everyone
I've got a
can.
right to say it. I've got a right to be whatever I want to be. No, you don't. You have a right
Okay,
to
so
actually be a
as-
human being.
As straight, middle-aged white males, we have the right too.
Everyone's
Everyone's got the right.
the same right across the
You know what I
board.
mean? So,
But there's also, as with that right, is a responsibility
100%.
to be kind to other people.
Yeah.
It's not difficult.
No.
Everyone's been in a situation where they've had a choice to be an arsehole or be nice.
I've been both.
A lot of us have been both, but most people will choose the other way. They will not be nice, and it's disgusting. Like you look out for each other, don't you?
Yeah.
I know. I get the whole family and your family first, friends
Yeah.
first. But if you're not with them, you're still doing the right thing.
I've got a classic line. I can be your best mate or I can be your worst enemy. That decision is on you.
That should be a T-shirt.
All right? That's one of my classic sayings. Because I'm always going to friend someone first,
Oh, you give them the benefit, yeah.
Right.
I'm the same, yeah.
and then if you
It's up to you.
go and do something, then that changes.
You be the prick.
Yeah. I've always lived by that motto.
Yeah.
Like
Fine.
again, you know me, I can go to a pub anywhere and I'll talk to anyone.
Just talk to anyone, and it's up
That's
to
it.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. And I get people have bad days. No, mate, look, I just want to sit here by myself and
Fair enough.
have a beer. Mate, that's
Nothing-
fine, no
nothing
worries.
wrong with that.
Cool, awesome. Thanks for talking up,
Yeah.
telling me. I said I'll leave you alone. No dramas. You know what I mean? Or you got the guys that don't really want to do that. Then you got other guys that really want to talk. Or females, whatever. So
It's just you go back to it. We said it. It's un-Australian not to help. Those people in that bus, they should feel a little ashamed
well and
about
truly.
their actions
Yeah.
or their non-reaction to something. Like just to sit there and fucking pull your phone out and video someone getting hit. Like, I get out of 20 people in the back of that bus. I'm going to say that probably more than a dozen weren't physically capable, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Just
Yeah, I
the
agree.
basis on averages
Yeah.
and
Yep.
the ratio of the way it is.
Yep.
There's at least 2 or 3 that could have,
Yeah, for sure.
and they would have had an impact to help old mate
Yep.
who's just trying to do his job.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm just trying to wrap my brain now. I think there was one situation going back years ago when I was down in New South Wales where I think a guy and his missus were walking home and literally he was being abusive to her, as they were walking along. And I remember pulling over and fucking handbraking the car up and jumping out. And then literally just standing between them. I'm just pushing him away, going, mate,
Yeah.
you need to go away. I said, I don't care who the aggravator is. I said, at the moment, what I see is you're the aggravator.
It's just not good.
Right? You don't do that. Right? You need to walk away. Oh, yeah, but she started it. I said, I don't care who started it.
Doesn't matter.
All right? I said, something's going to go wrong here. You need to walk away. All right? I had my phone. I said, mate, look, I'm ringing the local cops now. And he goes, oh, you're a dog. You're a dog. And I went, mate, I said, all I'm doing is stopping any shit that's going to happen.
Protecting the both of them.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if it goes wrong and something happens, you hit it wrong, or if she hits you, or one is dead, one is going to jail.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
All right? It's not worth it.
No, not worth
You know what I
it
mean?
at all.
But again, this is what I do, and I've always done that.
And it's interesting you talk about that because I do the same, like majority of the time. I'm not going to say every time because you just don't know. It's situational, Sometimes you're like, no, not quite. No, I could be in danger there, or you've got your family with you, or just sort of, look after you that bit, which you're entitled to do. But most of the time, I'll help, and that's how you you're akin to those other people like that as well.
That's right.
You invite that in,
Yeah.
and then that becomes a good circle of friends that are safe and happy and prosper.
Yeah, that's it.
Whereas if you're a fuck knuckle that sits there and watches and pulls your phone out and then shows everyone and laughs about it, guess who you're living with in your life?
I do like that someone actually did record it.
Yeah, it's.
You know what I
but
mean?
in saying that, everyone's got it. Everyone's doing it. Nothing's getting not seen now.
Well, that's the thing. Like, my first reaction wouldn't be take my phone out.
I don't want to. I don't want to watch that.
No.
I don't like the violence.
No, same.
Like, I don't want to watch that. I'd rather stop it than watch it.
That's it.
So recording it is just like endorsing it. But there's always someone that will record it because that's just the society we live
society
in.
we're in now.
Everything's recorded.
That's it.
You wake up in the morning, get out of bed, stretch, fart, and burp. Someone's recorded it
Or they're taking photos of their breakfast.
through the window. Oh yeah, for posting it on Insta. We should post our breakfast on our Insta.
What do you mean, the warm
The
beer?
beer,
The warm beer that's sitting in the last one in the esky.
Yeah, exactly. Floating in the water on the bottom of the esky, not quite ice now.
We used to always fight for that one.
Yeah,
The
that's
next
what we're
morning.
going to do. Yeah, that's our breakfast. The and why not Instagram breakfast post warm beer.
Yeah,
But it's got to be like a Forex or a Carlsberg, because that reminds me of when I lived in the UK.
Yeah, see, I used to go to Bathurst every year. Me and the boys used to be
Bathurst.
We went for 10 years straight. I mean, the boys used to camp up the mountain. And same deal, like we used to, and this is the old days when there wasn't restrictions on what you could take up there.
You're only allowed a case now each or something. Now.
Oh, mate, we used to basically, we had a
You'd have
car
a trailer full.
and we loaded up the boot and we had a trailer.
Yeah, shit,
And that
yeah.
was all the camping gear, plus all the beer underneath and whiskey and whatever else we
More.
wanted. Right? Seriously, some of the fun times we ever had, right? And basically waking up not really sort of sober, just do, 3 parts cut. Just grabbing that first beer and
Calms
off
you
you go.
down.
And we're walking around and we're
Calms you down.
yahoing and we're talking to people, and there's a few fights. You're always going to have
But
those.
they
But it got broken up really quickly.
and then they'd have a beer with each other.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So where has that society gone?
Can I just say that's not woke?
No. But where's that society gone?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? We've now lost that society.
And
That's what Australian used to be.
Yeah.
That's what being an Anzac was.
That Aussie
Or
battler
is.
that
That's it.
you'd give the shirt off your back for the bloke next to you who needed it more.
That's right. Even if 5 minutes ago you just punched the shit out of him.
And this leads to, as I said, we didn't really have any agenda when we walked in tonight to do this, but
No.
it leads into one of our followers on Instagram sent us through a message, a DM, and said, hey, just as a topic, talk about Australia losing our identity. And this works with the wokeness.
Yeah, for sure.
And the wokeness is I still think it's a fad. I think it's going to get not crushed, but I think it's slowly dissipating over time because people are realising that it is stupid
Yeah.
to be identifying and having a movement for every little thing. At the end of the day, everything's about the greater good for people,
For sure.
not just that 1.01 or 2% that think something else.
Yeah.
Like, not everything's good for everyone.
That's right. We're all different. We're all individuals.
But
we're all
it's
everyone's
the
an
greater
individual.
good.
Exactly right. Okay. What I don't get with this whole woke society, right, is I've seen a little reel the other day, and it was 2 females.
Really?
Yes. All right. 2
Oh,
females.
no pun, sorry.
That they were identifying as men, right, but in relationship together.
Okay.
So they're identifying as men.
Mm-hmm.
So does that make them gay, or does that make them lesbian?
Oh, that word.
You know what I mean? So why do they need to identify as men, but then be in a relationship together? Like
That is fucked up.
This is confusing me.
That's just
to
that's
no
just
ends.
being labelled for label's sake. That there is no reason. There is only an agenda, and that the agenda is likes.
Yeah.
And just to take the piss. Is it taking the piss? Are they actually serious? Like, if you're doing that, that is a stupid thing to say. Like, I identify as the other sex, but I'm in a same-sex relationship.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed, mate.
No, nothing at all.
Nothing's changed.
No.
You haven't gone and... You got a strap on, maybe. You haven't done anything.
But-
Nothing's changed.
Okay.
You're still doing the same thing.
Exactly right. Okay, so
What benefit do they think they get better benefits as a male?
I have no idea.
I guess you don't. It's
You
all
don't.
the same.
No, exactly right. Well, I mean, look at Germany. They had the big dog party, what they call rallies and stuff, where they all get up in their dog agendas and everything else,
geez,
and all their
that
letters and everything else.
Perfect
Like apparently
role.
there's like thousands or something. That
Do a
happens
perfect
all the time.
role as a dog.
It's like I seen that reel and I went, really?
Are they Dobermans or Rottweilers?
German Shepherds.
German Shepherds?
I want to know who the fucking dash hound is.
Oh,
The little wiener.
little wiener.
He's the little wiener dog.
Little wiener. I'm the little wiener. Ausfahrt.
You identify as the dash hound.
Tun Sie Valentine. Mein Gast sucht Liebenwagen.
What is your name? My name is Idla. And who's this one? This is Ladasha.
My name.
She is my little bitch.
My
She's
name's-
Ladasha.
My name's Adolf. Hitler with a silent H.
But again, I mean, you look at it and go, are you like?
That is shit.
It is absolute crap.
But that is woke as woke, right?
Yeah.
And that is, for me, it is just, you are labelling yourself just to be heard.
Yeah.
Like, what do you gain out of saying that?
Is it a fetish? Because you have
Ooh.
you have men that actually
I
want
like your feet.
Yeah, no, exactly. Right. Well, you know,
Feet-
he touched my paw.
Feet are gross.
I know. Oh,
Feet are gross. They're not nice looking things.
anyway,
Our bald heads are nicer.
and our beards.
Ooh, that's a stroke it.
But then you look at so going back, say, I don't know how long it was. Men having nappies and wanting to be a baby.
Yeah, that's
Remember
right.
they used to come out.
There
Like,
was a bit of that, wasn't
what was
there?
that back like 30 years ago,
Maybe,
20 years
yeah.
ago?
Not long ago.
You know, look at this freak.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, is that where it kind of all started?
I don't know. I reckon fetishes have been there for years. I think there's a lot of artifacts over time that shows
Okay, so
some weird
is it
shit,
a
but-
fetish, or is it now woke?
Now it's woke. A fetish is, I think, someone with a fetish, I think, still lives a normal life. They're the normal person. What you see, they go to work as an accountant, 9 to 5, or blah blah blah. But outside of that, they have it.
How did you know it was my accountant?
Oh no, I just know these things. But out of those hours, they do some weird, freaky stuff. That's probably not mainstream.
Okay.
So that's a fetish to me.
Okay.
Whereas woke is you are trying to identify or live a certain way
Yep,
just to be heard.
100%.
And you're going almost against the grain, but going against the grain is fucking hard work.
yeah. Ask any hippie.
Yeah, it's really hard work.
Yeah, they did it back in the 70s.
But they're still doing it. That's
Yeah.
why it's not a fad.
Okay, so with hippies, it's a lifestyle
It's a
change,
choice.
and they want to live off the land.
But they do every part of it
Exactly right, and
as best they can.
they do have agendas,
Yeah, of course.
and
World
they
peace
did
and
push it.
where it all started, the
I know.
Vietnam War and
Yeah.
whatnot.
But I also now look at it now, like I'm getting a retirement age, and I've already bought my property out in the middle of Whoop Whoop, right? I'm building my land. I've got 5 acres out there. I'm already building my house out there. Everything else, I want to live off the land. I want to live on solar. I've got bore water. I want nothing to do with society, or the government.
Except for the
Everything
podcast.
Except for our podcast. And inviting my close friend up, Dave, and
Oh,
my other mates
yeah!
up, right, to do our podcast and everything else.
And drink beer.
But that's the thing. For me to do that now, if I did that back in the 70s or the early 80s, I'd be classed as a hippie. Now it's not. So that hippie generation has now moved on through that.
now
But I
it's-
can't see woke doing the same
But,
thing.
I'm crossing borders here.
Yeah.
Is doing that woke because it's against society.
Well, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
They-
See, I don't think is it sustainable?
No, it's not sustainable.
But why do we
Can't be.
fucking need to label it?
No,
Because
okay.
that's what we do.
Okay, we didn't label it.
No.
They labelled it.
It's just been labelled.
And
Everything
then,
gets
then
labelled.
the government went, we need to cater for these people.
That's where it went
that's
wrong?
where we get back to it again.
That's where it went
Whereas the government is soft.
Yeah.
All right? Okay? They want to appease everyone.
I just thought of something which is really shit.
I know, you just sat up
I just sat
and just
upright.
gave me the old click of the
I
finger.
bolted up right to be as woke as shit, right?
Yeah.
And this touches transgender, right? I know we've talked about this early days, but I saw something today, and I just sparked my mind talking about how soft we are with the government and things that get through the system, basically.
Yeah.
I saw a poster. It was for a children's thing. I'm not sure if it was a child care or something within the schooling system, right? I saw this picture, and it had the Indigenous flag, which is the Aboriginal flag.
Yeah, yeah.
It had the Torres Strait Islander flag in their right order as they're meant to be flown, you know.
Yeah.
But on the left, funnily enough, the Australian flag was missing. And what was in there was the transgender flag.
So
Now,
we're
that
not-
is-
we're
see-
not even identifying the Australian flag anymore.
No, so you had the transgender flag, the Aboriginal flag, and the Torres Strait Islander flag. And I'm a believer that those two flags
Those
should be
two-
there.
the two
I'm happy
ones,
for them.
that's fine,
They're great.
perfect, yeah.
But why the fuck is the transgender one there in a child's thing? Like, we are Australian, and that's our identity, and
Yeah.
we are just giving in
Yeah.
to what. And I'm not going to say history and what we've known. It's what is normal.
Yeah.
And we've got 26 million people in Australia, right? There's probably, I'm going to say, 20 million of them that are probably just living normal lives, within the family or whatever.
I reckon you could probably say 25 million.
They're probably all living their normal lives and just doing what they need to do, getting up, going to work, doing this, doing that, living their life for their families,
Yeah.
right? So why are we giving in to that minority that want to push the envelope a little bit and go, oh no, I need to have the transgender flag on some children's literature? Fuck me.
Okay. So the same thing happened obviously with the gay movement
Blech.
back in the 70s and the 80s. Right, they were pushing the agenda obviously for gay marriage and the else, which now is law, which is okay,
Nothing
fine,
wrong. Good
mate,
thing.
Okay, good on them.
I voted yes.
Right.
Woo.
Okay, so again, they pushed because they wanted to have equal rights, not rights above everyone else.
No.
Right?
Yeah, now it seems a bit the other way, doesn't it?
Exactly right. Now all this woke.
Because I'm a fucking vegan numpty fuck, I should have this.
That's
'cause-
right. So now they want to be above everyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah. And
Because apparently they've been repressed.
because they're fucking loud about it too.
I know, just like vegans. So anyone that's in a minority
Arr.
obviously want to speak louder because
Yeah.
apparently they're not being heard.
Their voices said.
But
don't
you know
get it.
what? Us here too, we feel the same way because the same fact is like, well, they're now screaming. Why can't we scream
We'll
as well?
scream, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a horrible circle. I hate to say it, and
we're
we
living
shouldn't
it.
we shouldn't fight fire with fire. But again, it's like no, it shouldn't happen. Realistically, okay. So going back to the gay community, all right? Okay, you had the ones that were very passionate about it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and they were out there, and they were doing this and doing everything else. Okay, they were pioneers of what they were doing, right? But then at the same time, they knew that it was going to be for a long haul.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Right,
not
and
just
they did it.
it's not a
So-
5-year, 10-year win.
Exactly
This
right.
is for generations.
Correct.
So,
So I do have some gay friends, obviously through the Albury, right? And I still keep in touch with them and everything else. They fought that to get what they felt was an equilibrium to be understood and have their own life.
Yeah.
Not to be above anyone else, right? Once they got that, they're
happy.
fine.
Thank you.
They're okay.
That's all we needed. We
You know
don't
what I
need
mean?
any more.
And they're not screaming as loud as what the woke are now screaming now.
The woke.
Right, and this is not just in Australia. Like this is like obviously Germany, England, or the UK, everything else, America. You know, hang on, what's Scandinavia doing? Is there anything in Scandinavia? Anything in Norway?
They're awesome. They know how to live. They've got
Is
it
there
right.
anything else like? No.
They've got it right, those guys.
Is there like South Africa?
Yeah.
Africa? Like how many more countries like do we have to go through
Yeah.
to go? Oh, hang on, it's only Australia, England, or the UE, right? EU, I mean.
EU,
Right.
UE.
In America. So why is it the most high populated sort of areas that they want to yell the highest?
Yeah, it's
about?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I talking about that and the woke and the classic example of people pushing their agenda and an individual agenda. I watched this reel again about this woman, and she was, I'm going to say she was probably gay. And again, I'm stereotyping because that's what you do. You judge and there's stereotypes. They're there for a reason because, as a normal human being, you look at society and look at how people present themselves, and 9 times out of 10, that person fits into that category.
That's right.
Right, and that's not, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No.
That's just the way it is.
That's life.
You judge every day. That's
right.
just what it is.
Yeah. It just depends on how you react.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
put it all in context, and
Yeah.
also, but this woman, I dare say she's probably 30, maybe, around that sort of age. She was asked the question about what age her daughter thought about being transgender, and she said at the age of 4.
Her daughter come up to her mum.
No, that's the whole thing. This kid was apparently going through the change, right?
At 4.
And the person, I can't remember who the interviewer was, said what age. I think it might have been Piers Morgan, actually, who obviously is very opinionated.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's good on some things, but not all things.
Yeah.
It was him. He asked the question, at what age did, for instance, I'm going to call her Ruby.
Yeah, okay.
What age did Ruby feel that she wanted to be a male and start the change? And this woman, her mother, said 4. Now, I've almost got a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Her biggest decision of the day is what toy to take to school.
Yeah. What cereal she's going to eat in the morning.
She wouldn't have a freaking clue about that. So to me, and this is my opinion, from what I saw in that little snippet, is that woman is pushing her agenda onto a 4-year-old child who has no idea what the hell's going on.
Correct. Okay, so there was a case in America where a husband and wife split up and they had a young child and it was a boy, right? And she pushed him to become a female because that's what she wanted, right? He took her to court, right, and won the case because they found manipulation on her behalf on basically manipulating this child to suit what she wanted. Yeah. It's an open and cut. You can see it happening.
If you can sit there and say a 4-year-old knows what they want to be a boy, want to be a girl. Well, my God, you are an absolute genius.
Okay, so remember in high school?
You are the smartest person
Remember in
ever.
high school?
No, it was too long ago.
Okay. So when you had...
It's 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know. So they come up and you go, okay, what do you want to do as a career? What do you want to do for a job? What do you want to do for the rest of your life?
The old careers advisor.
Yeah.
What a waste of a job that is at a school.
I know.
Surely that can just be part of somene's role, but anyway.
What were we, like 14, 15?
14, 15. We did work experience.
And I looked at him blankly, like I normally do with everyone else. Like, hang on, there's drool coming down my head.
What do you want to do in 10 years' time?
I don't know.
Whatever I'm doing tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, can I drink beer? Okay. Yeah, that'll be me. But again, that's 15 years old. 16
so you've
years
got
old.
11 years on a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
You kind of know who you are, but you still don't know what the fuck's going on in your life.
I know.
Oh, it's disgusting to think that. As you know, I've got a daughter that's almost 4. That is the most weirdest thing in my head to even contemplate that she would be thinking about gender change. Like,
no. My
God, it is seriously what toy to pick up, what toy to go to school, what toy to go to sleep with.
Or even what do you want to watch on TV? You want to watch Bluey or do you want to watch,
At the moment, it's Dragons.
Oh, Dragons, okay.
Yeah, because of that live action, How I Trained Your Dragon. Just loves it. But
cool.
You're kidding, eh? Like, could you... No. You obviously, we've got older kids as well.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine at 4?
No.
Oh, Mummy, Daddy, I want to be a boy or a girl. Like, you're kidding, eh? Yeah. They don't know. They don't care. So that is 100% woke as fuck.
Yeah.
That mother, that parent, putting that onto that child, and that shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
But the government will let it happen because, it's inappropriate to get meddle in people's families and that sort of stuff. That is just wrong.
I'm sorry.
Prove it right.
Okay, so
prove me wrong in that.
Family services should step in there and go, hang on.
This is shit.
Yeah.
This child does not know what they want to be at 4.
Okay, so...
They just want to sit there and do tea parties or play Frozen doll or Elsa and Anna. Like, come on.
Okay, so in my marriage, obviously, I met my wife through the Albury, my ex-wife through the Albury, right?
A lovely establishment in Sydney.
Okay, so literally we had 2 kids, right? Now, they knew the background of how mum and dad met, right? Okay. They knew what homosexuality was and everything else.
TV show.
It's it.
How I Met Your Mum.
I could probably make a whole series.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So literally, later on in life, like this is only going back, it'd be only 4 years ago now, was over at their place and sitting down and then have a talk, and my daughter turned around and she goes, I'd like to sit down with you guys and I need to talk to you about something personal. Ooh. So I looked at my ex-wife and she looked at me and we know that look, we know what's going on here.
You get the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe, that's it. And she turned around and she came out. And we went, good, awesome, no worries. How do you feel? She said, I feel relieved. We went, well, what do you feel relieved for? She says, well, I was scared and concerned of what you guys, how you would react, right, and how you would feel. And I said, you do know that I worked in the gay community for a long time. I met your wife. I was in a gay hotel and everything else. Your mother in the gay hotel, right? And we're very open in that aspect. Right? People are people. They're either nice people or they're bad people. It doesn't matter what their gender or what their what the sexuality is, everything else. She goes, yeah, but I just do feel this uncomfortableness because society looks at that as a bad way, right? On coming out, you know what I mean? But
It's changed a bit,
but she's a good person and she's not pushing a gender on anyone.
that's all that matters.
You know what I mean? Like also, I've got a family member who is cross-gendering, right? And they are the quietest, most placid person I've ever known in my life, right? They don't want to create any ripples anywhere. They want to do what they want to do.
Just live their life.
Live their life the way they want to live their life. You know, they don't want to be out there doing all the woke shit, right? Because to them, that's offensive.
Yeah, you're right. It is offensive.
Yeah, even to their own kind.
It is offensive. It's beyond normal.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And they're okay to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Because they're not pushing their agenda on anyone.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like we went out for lunch for my father's birthday, right? And we went to a nice Italian restaurant and everything else, and they dressed as they wanted to dress, right? No one batted an eyelid. Like literally, the whole restaurant, no one batted an eyelid. Now, is that because they felt comfortable themselves, and then they didn't sort of carry on the way that society thinks what they actually was woke as doing, as just carrying on about shit and saying, "I demand this, I want this," and
that's
I deserve this.
Yeah, you don't deserve shit.
No, they just sat there and we had a lovely meal and drinks and everything else. Mate, it was pleasant. It was great.
You know what? That's respect.
Exactly right. In both aspects.
Yeah, exactly right. But that's the problem. The woke fucks that push it and push it and push it don't show any respect for anyone else because they're literally just pushing their agenda and that's all they care about.
Yeah.
If you showed me some respect, guess what?
You'll get it back.
Oh, you'll get it back.
That's right.
Funny that, eh?
Yeah.
It's funny. Oh. But here you go. Just quickly, I'm just go back on what you said about daughter and that. Like, coming out it's different now. Like, it's progressed obviously from what it has, right? Why the need to come out to everyone? Is it the woke thing? I look at the world and my socials. This is who I am. Why does everyone need to know? Like, what impact do I have on your life for me to know? I don't need to know. I don't care. I'm never going to meet you. I'm never going to see you. We're never going to cross paths. I don't care how you live your life.
Yeah.
So why do you need to post it?
That's right.
Why does it need to be out there? Yeah. And then, as he said about your family member who's doing that, they're just living their life.
That's right.
Like, they're not impacting anyone.
No,
it's just their people around them, their circle.
That's it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Why do you need to put it out there?
No.
You're literally, and unfortunately, this day and age, you're putting it out there on socials. Everyone's going to have a bar of soap and throw it at you.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
That's what we love to have a chat about.
It's going to be not positive, and it's going to be negative.
You've got to deal with it.
That's right.
And you've got to expect that negative to be quite harsh sometimes if you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right.
No.
But it's just the way it is.
Exactly.
Because people hide behind their, what are they called? Their handles or something or other.
Yeah. That's it.
Shows how good we are with technical
keyboard warriors.
Yeah. It's just like, but you don't need to come out to everyone. Just stay in your realm. Why does it need to be a known thing about everyone in the world knows that I'm now freaking Kylie and not
look,
Kevin?
Okay.
I had nothing then.
You and I can walk down the street. I can guarantee we can pick out exactly who people are and what they are and everything else. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, we're not going to confront them and go, "Oh, you're a no." If you're going to come into my face,
100%, you might get a reaction.
I'm going to be right back at you.
Yeah, but don't. I don't need to.
Don't need to.
No, don't come at me.
Again, yeah.
I'll slap you like a bitch.
That's it.
Slap you. Oh, goodness gracious. But that woke, it's just, they are the loudest people, but they're the most stupid people.
Okay, so the classic one is when Carson turns around and goes, what does it mean to be a woman?
No one has an answer.
Okay, so there was a woman in I don't know if she was the Philippines.
Oh, was that the Miss Universe pageant
Miss
one?
Universe pageant one?
That was like one of the best statements ever.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We're not
Yeah.
going to know it word for word, obviously.
No.
But that was amazing.
Okay, so her response was, when they asked her that question, what is it to be a woman? She went, to me, and this is what she said,
And
to
she
me,
said it to herself, yes.
Right.
Not, this is what it is.
she goes, to me, it means that I grew up and I felt a woman within me, right? And I went through my menstruation period, and I'm
Pubescent stage.
I'm
yeah.
able to basically give birth and raise and give life. And she says, to me, that means that is woman.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But in the same thing, she's always going, well, you know, that's the essence of woman, is that nurturing, you know, going through, you know, puberty and then having children. That is the essence of woman. Being elegant. You know,
there's
being supportive.
There's a demeanour. There's
That's it.
a whole lot more to it than just.
Exactly right. There's
just
all the
wearing
emotions that go
clothes.
with the physical aspects of
It's
all
not
that.
just wearing clothes.
Exactly right.
Or chopping off your dick and
Yeah,
growing some boobs.
exactly.
How good are boobs, by the way?
I love boobs.
Yeah.
Love
It's a
boobs.
great word.
I know.
It is one word you cannot say, and try it, people. There's one you cannot say boobs without smiling.
I know. I'm
Try
already
it.
grinning.
You can't, I know,
I
you
haven't
can't.
even said it yet.
I know, you just say boobs, and you have to smile. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah,
You said boobs. Oh, no, I said boobs.
You started.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but
Boobs
again,
on my
I mean,
mind.
so they've asked these people,
And there's no
and,
answer.
and they're staringly just like deer headlights.
No,
Dear
most of the time there
headlights.
is a woman is, if you feel like you're a woman, you're a woman. That is not a definition,
No.
peeps.
No,
There's
not.
a hell of a lot to being a woman in this modern age, right? And it has
Okay.
been for a lot of years.
So do I walk onto a work site and go identify as an electrician,
yeah.
and I'm just going to go and wire this up here?
Look, if you want to be a woman or a male, like as in we don't talk about, it's always about a woman for some reason.
I know.
I don't know why. I don't know if that's the movement or whatever, but it's always a woman.
Yeah.
You know, because there are women out there that want to be men,
Yeah.
but no one ever says anything about that.
So what is it to be a man?
Well, that's the thing. Like, a male and a female, their chromosomes, they're biological. This is what you are.
That's right.
That is your genetic makeup.
Yeah, you can't
Right?
change it.
If you want to dress up as the other sex, don't pretend you're not that person. You're not that sex. You are pretending to be, and it's okay if you're pretending to be.
Yeah.
Like kids dress up as Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Elsa. Guess what? They're pretending. They're not that person. They think they are.
I think they are.
but they're pretending.
That's right.
And there's the balance of what's real and what's not. And the woke people, woke society, are lost in that fucking magical land of wilderness that reality sort of touches on, but then goes, oh no, I can't have that. That's too real.
Yeah.
I want to be different to that. I want that magical fucking fairyland that Alice is in.
Okay, so remember back in the old days, you go for a job interview, right? So if you had a piercing or you had tattoos,
yeah, true.
or if you whatever, right? Literally, you had to try and cover them up.
Yeah.
Because society was going, oh no,
Ooh. You're a bit rough.
Yeah, or you have a or you're a little bit on that side of the left hand side of the world or anything else. Now, you can go and do show up any way you feel like. All right?
You know, face tattoos and all sorts now.
Oh, exactly
You can be
right.
Be an executive.
Well, of course you can. All right, but again, this comes down to who you are as a person.
Oh, you
So
present
you can
yourself.
go for the interview looking like that, but if you're a dickhead,
You're a dickhead.
you ain't getting the job.
No.
But if your private life doesn't affect your work career or your work life, and you can do the job correctly, that's fine. That's perfect. Without using your agenda to get that job or get what you need to get to,
Push it, yeah.
that's perfect. That's what it should be about.
All right, it sounds like we're picking on a lot of people, all right? Well, not picking, but just talking. What about us? We've got beards. Are we woke? Because beards become a fucking fashion thing all of a sudden, didn't they? A few years back.
I've always had facial hair.
I know, but is it woke to have a beard? Because we drink craft beer, we have beards. People think about us like that, or we just.
Well, actually, there was a bit of a thing there. Everyone goes, all these, all the Great Northern crew and the Forex Gold crew are going, these, man buns and beards and.
We don't have hair to have a
drinking
man
craft. Well, you had we had one back in England.
Yeah, years and years ago, I had long hair and a mullet almost. I had to represent the mullet living overseas.
But see, that's the thing. Like,
When I beer open time.
Hang on. Oh, I've already opened one.
Cracktastic.
Yeah, but see, all we had in Australia right, was realistically lagers.
That sounded really Australian, didn't it? Australia,
Australia, mate. All we had was lagers.
4X.
Lagers.
Oh, yeah, that's a bitter. No.
Right?
Sorry,
And-
hang on. I'll go Foster's.
Lagers. Right? The only one that came out with pale ales, right, was Cooper's.
Coopers did. They were one of the old OGs, weren't they?
They are an OG.
Yep.
Bogues.
Bogues, the
Right.
oldest brewer in Australia.
Yeah. What's the other one down in Tassie?
Or Cascade.
Cascade.
Cascade's probably older, actually.
Cascade.
Cascade would be older.
Okay. Now, they only had one pale ale. All the rest were all lager. Everything was a lager.
Yeah.
Right? So I grew up on lagers.
Swan Lager.
KB.
KB. My grandfather used to give me that at Christmas. He didn't actually give it. He pretended to pour it in, but I knew I had ginger beer. But he'd call it kids' beer. Remember the gold can and the KB? Yeah.
Remember when cans used to be cans?
Cans were
Steel
big
cans.
cans.
Steel can.
Yeah. And you knew if you got hit with them, you were doing wrong, they hurt.
Remember, I remember as a kid running around, they used to put the tinny down the side of or the can down next to the chair there, but that was the smoke butt one.
Yeah, the smoke boat. You drank it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Lesson
trying
learned.
to sneak around.
Lesson
It's like,
learned.
oh, someone's left me.
Yeah.
But I don't know where I was going with that. But
I
anyway.
don't know either. Lagers.
Oh yeah. So literally. so when I actually
About
got
us being woke.
so literally when I actually got my first decent, what I thought was a decent tasting beer, which wasn't a lager, happened to be the one from America, which was the one we had it just recently, the
Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada, right? Because it had all the fruit notes.
It did have some fruit notes. Had some punchy fruit notes.
And I went,
Or it does still.
to me, that's a good tasting beer.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a lager. I can't drink. I refuse to drink lager.
yeah.
Like the boys at work, they'll get
Couldn't do
cartons all the time,
No, can't do it.
right? And they go, oh, we're all clocked off. We're going to have a couple before we go home, and they only had 3.5s. And I just go, yeah, no.
No, I can't do it.
No, I can't do it.
No.
You know what I mean? I just...
We're still woke.
Well, we're woken our own
We're
way.
craft beer
Oh, yeah, but-
snobs. I'm 100% a craft beer snob.
I'm the same.
I'm okay with it though.
But I'm
comfortable
not
in my
pushing
skin.
my agenda on anyone
I
else, though.
think that's exactly right.
Is that where you're going with that?
We are not pushing it.
No.
You drink whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm-
But
I'm-
I won't drink that.
Okay, so I like that Bolter's now in mainstream, right? And they have the XBA on tap.
Yeah, it's not a bad beer.
Right.
So that's you're right.
So I went with one of the boys, a couple of the boys last Friday down to the local pub after work. Had a couple, right? And they went, "What are you having?" I said, "I'll have the XBA." They went, "Oh, you're having that new one, that crafty beer
The
one."
new one.
I said, "It's not new, mate." I said, "It's about 6 or 7 years old." Right? So anyway, so I got one, and one of them goes, "Oh, can I have a taste of that?" And I went, "Yeah, of course you can. Here you go, try that." At first, it was like the little sip. He goes, "Oh, wow,
Yeah,
oh,
at
that's,
first.
oh, that's,
if
that's
you've
different."
Only had.
Oh,
If you've
yeah.
only
I
had
don't know if I
VB
can drink
and
that.
4X, yeah.
I don't know if I can drink that. I went, "Okay, all right, nice." I said, "You don't have to if you don't want to." Right, but since then we've been in a few other times, a couple of more sips.
Yeah,
I
grows
didn't
on
push
you.
it on him,
Grows on you.
but you still won't have it though.
We're still woke.
No, of course
No,
not.
we're woke because
We're beer woke.
we're middle-aged, bearded, craft beer drinkers. We're woke. Can you know how you said like that? I'm going to do a shout out here
Yeah.
to a mate who has messaged us a bit and listens. He's got a great name actually. It's fantastic. It's Dave.
I don't know. I was going to say that. So all days are fantastic.
Yeah,
are they?
100%.
In your eyes?
No, not all, but he's a bit of a ledge, a bit of a foot. I played cricket with him for a number of years now, and at cricket, it's whoever brings the beer. You know, each week it's a different person,
Yep.
and it's always 4X gold, right? And I've stomached it at cricket, like because I'm with the boys, I'll do it, you know. But the odd occasion I've bought, I actually used to do it. Bring an esky with crafties on the side, so they're all drinking 4X, and I'd have me crafty. But and he's grown into crafties. I haven't pushed it, but I just gave him a few
just
every now and
got you
then
there.
because he likes the sours and bits and pieces which
Yeah.
I don't know I like. So if I've got some, I've just given them to him,
Yep.
and he's loved them and going on. And we send pictures of beers to each other. And
Oh, look at you guys
I
having a
know, it's a
relationship.
bit of a beer relationship.
Are you like the double Ds?
Double D's.
Talking about boobs?
Oh, boobs. See, you smiled. You smiled when you said it. Oh, peeps, if you can only see it. But Dave, like it's a funny world with him. I lived on a tiny island of 83 people at the time.
Yeah, nice.
Played cricket. There's an archipelago, 5 islands inhabited,
Yep.
with about 3,500 people, I think, all up across the islands. He lived on the opposite island and another island to me. And we played cricket around the islands with each other. And we hit it off playing cricket with each other.
Hit it off, well done.
Oh, you like that? He bowled me over with his personality. No, I think he bowled me over with just the drinks that we were drinking at the bar. But yeah, with my mates, he moved back out here, moved to Brisbane, and I moved back out a few years later, moved to Brisbane and caught up, played cricket again.
Nice.
So, and we're still mates, still chatting away. But big shout out to Dave, because I know he's a listener and sends us a few messages every now and then of encouragement and support,
Nice.
which is good. So
Nice.
the double D's, yeah,
Double
big,
Ds.
What a great name, Dave, legend.
The best way to catch Andy and Dave is through the socials on Instagram and Facebook. Just punch in and Why Not Podcast.
Okay, so you have a Dave as a best mate. Well, I have an Andrew as a best mate.
He's close to my heart.
Yeah, so is my Andrew.
Oh, so you got double A's.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a battery.
You're a battery.
Battery for my boobs. Hang on, what are my boobs doing?
Well, they're vibrating.
They're
You've got the batteries in them.
Ooh.
So say
Is that a thing?
What do you mean?
Vibrating boobs? I'm sure it isn't one of those silicon.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Is there any use to it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Would that be a milkshake?
No.
I'm going.
Actually, you don't need batteries. They jiggle enough
They
as they
jiggle
are
enough.
anyway. Like, they don't need to be vibrating. They just need to be jiggled correctly.
This conversation's gone some weird
Yes.
places.
So anyway, so like you, Dave, he's my 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
You're
2
2
a.m.
a.m.
mate.
Yep. Nothing
Right.
wrong with that.
Same thing. He does a podcast. He's huge in rugby union, right? But we've been mates, and I'll tell you our story, how we met, right? So now it was back in. So he was in the Air Force, and we were at the end of high school, year 12.
So back in the 50s.
Hey, settle down.
No, I said you're in your 50s.
Oh, I was in the 50s.
You
yeah,
misheard.
Sorry. I thought you said back in the 50s.
No.
Yeah.
You misheard.
Yeah, so this is...
It's the old age in your ears.
Yeah. Sorry, hey.
We'll get that hair out. We'll get that hair out.
Is that you, Dave? I can't see you from over there.
It's a figment. It's a pair of boobs.
They're jiggling. Yeah, so anyway, he was in the Air Force, because I obviously grew up in Richmond, in New South Wales, so I was a RAF brat.
Part of the
Dad
RAF
was in the
base
Air
there.
Force. Yeah, so anyway...
Just on a weird topic, I crashed a car there
Where?
on the base. Story for another time. Go
Oh,
on.
yeah. I've got a story about that too.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, so we'll bring that up in another
another
later
time.
on as well. I've
Another
got a
time.
story about that, learning my learner's permit on base. Anyway, we'll
I crashed
digress.
a classic Australian V8 there. But anyway, go on.
So we're at this party, and it was all our year 12s and everything else, and it was at one of the guys' houses. His parents weren't home, obviously, and we're all drinking and music's playing and everything else, and no one's getting offended back in the days.
So are we talking Chuck Berry music back in those days there for you?
We're not.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're talking AC/DC.
Yeah, fair.
We're talking the Radiators.
The Rads.
We're talking,
Good
Angels.
stuff. The
We're
prop-
talking
proper music.
That's it. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm busting for a leak. The toilet's backed up. All right.
Backed up, or just people?
No, just people backed up. All the girls.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
The girls are all lining up because
I reckon if you just put a toilet in the middle of a road, like anywhere,
There'd be a
women
backup
will, there'll be a queue.
That's
Guess
it.
that's just the way it is. Women's
Exactly
toilets,
right.
there's always a queue.
Anyway, so I'm thinking, I looked at it and I went, I'm busting. So I walk out the front of this, I won't mention whose house it was. Actually, so this person, right, his parents' house, he's now principal of a school. So I won't mention his name.
La-di-da.
Yeah, I hope he's listening. Anyway, so I walked outside at the front veranda and they had a little porch, the old little porch.
Yeah.
You know,
I can picture the house in Richmond. They're all very similar.
They're very similar, like
Yeah.
Merrick Quarter. They had a little garden at the front, and then literally stairs going down the left-hand side, right? And then like a little steel, around the edge. On the
Sounds beautiful.
Oh, it's perfect. Anyway, 1980s, 1970s.
The truth.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll
well,
set you free.
it was actually as I left
It's-
year 12 in '88.
Yeah.
So that's a reference for anyone. Yeah, so I walked outside, and here's this guy, which for the whole party I didn't see. So I don't know if I was either missed or we missed
No, you're just
anything else.
intoxicated.
And he's standing there, and he's looking out towards the road, the street road. Walked over to him. And as I walked over to him, I stood next to him, I looked down, he's having a slash. And I went, he's having one, I'm doing one too. Whoop, having a slash. I looked over, how you going, mate? And he goes, oh, g'day, mate. I said, I'm Andy. He goes, yeah, I'm Andy too. I went, oh, okay, cool.
So hang on,
And
did
then-
you call
then-
him Andy too after that?
No. He has a nickname, which I won't say,
No, don't do that.
all right?
Name and
But
shame
it-
later.
But again, we hit it off from that moment. Like, literally. We became instant friends, instant mates, instant connection. You know what I mean? And besides all getting married and moving on and out away when we didn't have social media, and then reconnecting and everything else, we've always been mates. It's always that deep connection person with someone that's like a 2 a.m. guy that you could be anywhere in the world.
I've got a few
done.
of the 2 a.m. guys,
Yeah.
which is good. I mean, it shows you've got some people in your life that actually matter, which these woke fuckers don't. I reckon a woke person who's fucking an idiot, there's plenty, I'm not going to name any, but there's plenty out there. I reckon they would not have one person that they could call on at 2 a.m. if they're in trouble, and they would be there. Because they're not
No,
a nice person, because they're pushing shit on people.
that's right.
And that's one thing I've learned over relationships.
Yeah.
I'm not talking relationships as in sexual and partner sort of stuff,
Yeah.
but mateship.
Yeah.
And this is going back to the Aussie way, the
Yeah.
Australian way. Your
Yeah.
mate is your mate.
That's right.
Like, you fight, like State of Origin, which is on tonight.
Yeah.
You have a beer
Yep.
with your mate after you've had an argument. You couldn't give a shit.
That's right.
You argue and argue and argue. You're an idiot, mate. Why are you doing that? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Here's a beer, mate.
That's right.
That you have your
And
mate.
it doesn't matter if you're a Blues or a Maroon.
No, it doesn't matter. Go the Maroons.
Go the Blues.
I don't care, but go the Maroons. It's like I got a mate. You know him, Fish.
Yeah.
Right, and we are keen to have a chat with him. I don't want to have a chat with him at the same time because he knows way too much. He's known me for almost 40 years, and it's scary what he knows about me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, I know the same about him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's some
I've got a handful of guys who are
there's
all the
some
same.
bizarre, and we need to get these peeps on and have a good chat with them.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be nice. I have to actually do another shout out for my mum because she's asked me to stop swearing as much. And it's too late now because I should have thought of that earlier because I'm pretty sure I've gone right on that. She's like,
You've gone completely
like-
left field on that.
I'm gonna do.
You
I'm
just
gonna-
said it right then.
Here we go. Yeah. She's like, can you just stop swearing, please?
Yeah, but see, that's a mum thing.
It is.
You know what I mean?
She's got to look out for me because she's of a generation of the 1800s. So she it's not common then. Oh, no.
That's hilarious.
But we need to, with these out in the wild ones and
Yeah.
special interviews that we want to do with mainly our mates early on and anyone else. We want to have a bit of a chat and just get a bit of a lowdown of what's on their mind and what things they're going through, what struggles or whatever, if they're willing to talk about anything.
Okay, so I have another mate. Again,
No, you don't.
I've got lots of mates.
No, you don't.
I've got some brothers.
That's better.
Yeah. So this brother I met at a wedding, right? And the guy that was getting married, him and I grew up from 5 years old. Like, Dad was posted to Penang.
Can I just stop you? Did you ever grow up from 5 years?
No,
Thank you.
no,
Let's get that straight.
that's it. I'm always the 5-year-old internal
Yep.
boy inside of me.
The internal boy.
That's
Always. The internal.
So-
Internal.
It was his wedding.
Yep.
And he put myself and I'll call him Billy. All right. We sat at the same table. He literally sat us next to each other. Right. Now, I lost path of Mark later in life. His family moved away from Richmond and they went up to Queensland here. So anyway, after years and years and years, they obviously, he got married and everything else. They met Billy, and literally we hit it off like a absolute, brothers, instantaneous brothers. Same kinship, same everything else. You know what I mean? Where a handshake means something.
Yeah. Handshakes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you say, your word is your bond.
Hmm.
You know, and like you, Dave, and the other guys I have in my life who are brothers. your word and your handshake it means everything.
Yep.
You know, like those two guys just recently that just won $20
yeah,
million.
You'll tell me about this, yeah.
Yeah, so
What's this backstory on that?
okay, so they were best mates, always been best mates. They said years and years ago, they shook on it, that if one of them won the lotto, they'll split it 50-50.
And they did.
They did. He won
Amazing.
$22 million.
22, that's awesome.
Split it down the half. Now, that's what being Aussie means.
And that's
It's a handshake. It's what you say is your word. If you say you're going to do something,
we've lost that, haven't we?
we have.
I don't think
as
we've lost
Australian.
it. I don't think, just talking about what we're talking about now with
Yeah.
our mates, I don't think we've lost it in that regard,
No.
right? There's very small groups of it,
Yeah.
but overall,
Yeah.
I don't think that would happen. You know, everyone's looking out for themselves now. Like,
I tried to instill this into my son, and it has worked to a degree. Especially when I say, if you say that you're going to do something,
you do it.
or you agree to do something, and then something else happens, you need to abide by the first rule of thumb is, well, you agreed to this one first, so you need to explain to the second one that you can't do it because you already agreed to something. You know what I mean? And that's what it means by being a man and being an Australian.
Yeah, it's almost like now everyone's to write things down so they can hold you accountable. Like, I'll be held accountable for my word.
Mate, I'm sorry. If I say that I'm going to do it, or I shake your hand, 100% I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm never going to say I can't do it because I've made a commitment.
Yeah.
And
you
commitment
only-
means nothing anymore.
And you only do that for not every person you meet,
No.
but especially your circle.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely. Family.
mate, you need a hand, I'll be there.
That's right.
And that's my all your 2AMs.
Yeah,
They're the guys that I know. And there's a couple of mates. I'll be like, mate, can you give me a hand? I need a hand this weekend. And there's no questions asked.
that's right.
It's not even like,
Yeah,
what do you need a hand for? It's just like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just what time, where.
that's right. Yeah,
And that's what it should be
Yeah.
And this circles back to where we started with that bus.
yeah, correct.
Looking out for each other.
Yeah.
Like, someone needs a hand, guess what?
Yep.
You throw them a hand.
That's it.
Not literally, because that's just like a slap in the face.
Slap in the face. unless you throw it wrongly, like a little limp wristed
See, I'm
thing,
just-
and it ends up hitting them in the nuts.
And that's a woke fucking thing. I'm visualising taking your hand off now and then throwing it at someone and it's slapping in the face.
I mean, that's almost like a Monty Python sketch.
It is. That is a Monty Python sketch in itself, yeah. Oh, it's just a flesh wound. Too much fun had on these nights. It's crazy.
But you're right, though. I mean,
But it is, you're looking out for each other and
yeah,
the way you are with your closest people,
Hmm.
whether or not, whoever they are, your
yeah,
family,
male or female, doesn't matter.
why can't you extend that to other people?
Yeah. I know.
Like this bloke getting punched, right, and people videoing it. What if that was their family member? What would they have done?
Yeah.
They would have jumped in. So why wouldn't you do that for someone
Okay.
that is vulnerable and in a position of need?
Okay, so what about the perpetrator? What about their family? What are they
What are they thinking?
thinking?
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
that's an interesting one, eh?
Like, do they look at this and go, "Oh, that's normal"?
Do they condemn it and go, "You're an absolute disgrace"?
That's right. So what's happening there on that aspect of it? We always look at the victim, the perpetrator.
But that's all you hear about. The victim.
What is the family of the perpetrator doing to try and rectify this?
Hopefully, Bash hit him as many times as he hit the
But
other
they're not
person.
allowed to anymore. It's
Oh,
child
just
abuse.
do it.
You know what I mean?
Just do it.
So if you beat him,
Behind closed doors, it never happened. Phone book.
phone book.
I'm not endorsing.
No.
Actually, I don't care. Do what you want.
No, again, but it comes down to woke. So look, we go back to you can't say no to your children anymore. We brought this up last one. It's
Fuck off!
So this is where it all stems from. Helicopter parenting.
Fly in,
Back
leave
to
them
that.
alone,
You know,
fly out.
put them all in bubble wrap. We got to protect them and everything else. No, we don't. We need to let them out and live the world.
There's a tree, go climb it.
Exactly right.
I can fall out, well, guess what? Get back up.
That's it. Exactly. Did you break something? Okay.
No,
well,
well, you're
cool.
fine then. We don't need to go to hospital.
Exactly right. And if you do go to hospital, you get a cast, everyone signs it. You
Everyone
become the
write-
popular kid.
Yeah.
Because
everyone
you
writes
broke
on it.
something.
Yeah, look, everyone writes, say, no, you're an idiot.
That's it.
Oh, no, Dave was here with a Z, remember? Z and then ER, E-R-E. That was everywhere. Back in the 90s, that was a thing, eh?
God.
Oh, hang on, you were back in the 1880s.
Shut
Sorry.
up. I only say that because you're true.
Yeah, true. Exactly. I don't lie. No, it's just like that mateship. And that's the essence of our identity is mateship.
Yeah.
And it's not mateship as, look, you and Andy, mate, you need a hand tomorrow, I'll give you a hand. It's about extending that beyond that space.
Of course.
It's about looking
It's
after each
emotional
other.
support.
And this extends what your point earlier on is about the government. Where's their mateship?
No, there isn't any.
There isn't. Who do they care about?
Money.
Themselves.
Themselves
Their
and money.
Just making their fat ass fucking hip pockets bigger.
Yeah.
They don't actually give two shits.
No, they don't.
They have their agendas, they push it, and that's what they want.
Okay, so the one that you also sent me was the one that's happening up in Alice Springs.
Oh, fuck me, that's going crazy, eh?
Right?
The shit
And
that's
the
going
guy,
on in
actually, the
Darwin.
guy got on the radio and then pleaded for our Prime Minister
Yep.
to literally come up here. I will take you on a tour
Yeah.
of what's happening up here.
Disgusting. Like,
Right? I wish he takes up that opportunity.
but he's not. Do you know why?
He's woke.
Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth. But it's true. Like, he will not do it because, hang on, I fear for my safety and that sort of shit. Well, guess what? Everyone living there is that fucking same feeling, mate.
They can't go anywhere, mate.
No.
Okay, so that's happening in Alice Springs. It's not happening just only in Alice
No,
Springs.
it's pretty much a lot of places,
That's
not just
right.
there. But that's just one example that we had.
That's right. I mean, I can guarantee it's happening in Kalanga. Now, anyone that's in the state from here, that's in Queensland, it's in North Brisbane area.
And also, it is not K-Town, people.
No, it's just
There's one K-Town, and that's Katoomba.
Toomba.
That's K-Town. Don't try and take it.
You know, so again, it's not just isolated to
No,
one community.
This is just what was a video that we saw.
That's right.
So, like, and who is our Prime Minister? What is he? That bloke, anyway. I don't even know.
I choose not to remember his name.
Yeah, he's forgettable.
He's been in there 3 years, and I still don't want to know his name.
But that invite that old mate on that video said, come and stay at his place for the night. Come and see how we live, the fear that people are living in.
Yeah.
And he won't take it up because he'll be like, oh, but what about my safety? Well, where does the safety for the people that are living there matter on your agenda?
Yeah,
And it
that's
doesn't. So he won't take up the event.
No.
And if he does, kudos to him,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
But he needs to do something about it.
Correct.
And not just go, oh, it's a state government problem. They need to deal with it. Do something.
No,
Physically
no,
go there and actually do something.
because it's going to become a federal issue.
Yeah.
Because it's not just in one state.
All right.
This whole woke, this justification, what's happening, it's going global
Oh, shit.
at a rate that's exponentially going.
This is not good for the identity of Australia as well, like what's
No.
happening. Like, this is... Go to Alice Springs is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Like, the surrounds that are there are amazing.
Oh, the sun,
And
the sun says, look, they're on fire. Actually, they are on fire.
Yeah, they are on fire.
They are now.
Their Commodores burning in car parks.
That's
and
right.
shit. Now, could you imagine tourists... And tourism is a massive part of our country, right? With it,
100%.
I don't know how many billions,
Yeah.
clearly a lot, right? But it is a massive part of our identity as Australians. What we have, the natural resources, the natural beauty, everything that we've got. And how can we sell that if that's happening?
Well, we try to get Paul Hogan to put another shrimp on the barbie. And then we had that chick that did the one just 20 years ago.
Lara Bingle.
Yeah. What did she say? She went...
Oh, she was an idiot. Oh, where the bloody hell
where
are
the,
you?
where the bloody hell are you?
She was a moron.
I know, but in saying that, though, I mean, what have we done to try and generate more tourists to come here?
But we can't with that because...
No, because they look
Could you imagine
they look at social media now.
whoever the Australian marketing people are, or for Australia,
Yeah.
like it's a different... Obviously, states have got their own thing with the governments. But as Australian, could you sell some certain parts of Australia right now? Do a flyer for it and
actually,
go...
I was going to say Tasmania, but I don't think you can.
You can't, can you?
No.
Like, how could you? Like, and that's our identity. Like, everyone has this picture of Australia,
Yeah,
right? Us
good or bad.
punching kangaroos or whatever we're doing.
That's it. Drop bears.
Drop bears and all that sort of stuff. But how could you, like, that needs to change. And that's, we could circle around again to the mateship, looking
Yeah.
out for each other.
That's
and it's
it.
not about your mate next to you, that like you and I right now looking
Yeah.
at each other. It's about
I love
the
your
wider...
eyes.
Oh,
And your boobs.
boobs, he smiled. It's about the greater community. And
Yeah, sure.
our Prime Minister has that ultimate mateship target of looking after so many people. And it's not, I'm not saying it's all on him, because obviously there's a whole
No,
system around
Okay,
it.
so
But-
he grew up, right?
Privileged as fuck.
No, he didn't.
No.
No,
He was in the burbs.
correct. Right? Single parent, right? And basically struggled.
He was in the burbs.
All right? He should know better to know that he needs to look after these people,
Yeah.
right? Because that's where he came from. It's
And-
almost like he's lost touch of where he came from.
And that's
and he'll
more than-
say he won't,
Yeah. No.
but
That's
his
the majority of
his
people.
actions are showing us something different.
And it's the majority of people.
Yeah.
That core community of Australians, just blue collar,
Yeah.
just workers. And there's nothing wrong with being, we're all blue collar.
We're all battlers.
We just work.
Yeah.
Join the guys on site for a chat and ask why not with their special Out in the Wild episodes. Keep an eye on their socials for details and locations.
And why do you work? So you can have some money, so you can enjoy your family time and do things and do what you need to do.
And drink great craft beers.
And have a good craft beer. Thank you, Black Flag, for this one. But yeah, that and he's lost that, and not just him. We're not
No.
pointing on you, mate.
No.
Whatever your
But
bloody
you-
name is.
okay.
But it's
So
the
if it-
system in the behind him that encourages this woke, soft, shit behaviour to not look after us.
Yeah.
And the Alice Springs thing's perfect. Mate, that bloke, I can't remember the guy's name, someone Clark, Daniel Clark maybe or something like that on that video.
Yeah.
He is 100% spot on to invite the Prime Minister to his house
Oh, for sure.
and shut. That would be the most epic. And I guarantee you, imagine the support, old mate Albanese, that's his name. Imagine the support he
See,
would...
I've just forgotten it.
Yeah, I actually just remembered. Imagine the support he would get to take that offering up and do it. Like, I know. Obviously,
It will speak volumes.
it'd be the strictest. You can imagine the federal police around him and all that sort of stuff. But that's fine. People wouldn't look past that
You know what? I
because
don't
they
care.
would
I'm
see
paying
him
for that
there.
anyway.
Yeah, but he would.
Yeah.
You as the pundit,
Yeah.
blue collar worker, sitting
Yeah.
here having a beer, watching the news, and seeing him on the ground like that, you'd be like, "That's good effort, mate."
That's like watching Bob Hawke scull the beer at the cricket.
Exactly.
You want that battler who can have fun, but then still do the hard yards.
Make the hard decisions and do that.
Exactly
yeah.
right. To do the same
Now,
thing.
I'm not going. This is no comparison, but Trump, right?
Yeah.
He's all about the American people.
Correct. That's his agenda.
Now, if something like this happened, he'd be on the ground.
Oh, well and truly.
I'm pretty sure, as Australians, that's what we want in a leader. We want someone that's there for us.
Yeah.
We don't want someone that's
Well,
there for
we are
the rest of
paying
the.
them.
We're paying their wage. It's not a huge wage. Footballers
care.
get more than their wage.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But you are representing us. You are the bloke at the top. You and your government. Do what's right for us. Listen to us. And hey, maybe if we've spoken enough,
Yeah.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Change it.
I
I want to see him on the grounds of Alice Springs and Darwin. I think they're the two hot spots at the
Mate,
moment.
you want boots
Get
on the
there.
ground, mate.
Get
Boots
there,
on
mate.
the ground.
Get there.
That's it.
Speak to the people. Listen to like that video. Oh mate, I think it's Daniel Clark anyway. Talks about like people have a genuine fear to go out of their house at night,
Yeah.
and if they want to go away for a weekend or go on a holiday, they have to have someone in their house
So it doesn't get raided.
so it doesn't get raided or burnt.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine living like that? Like anywhere in the world, doesn't matter where.
That's right.
But not in Australia. Like this is
Okay, so you hear those horror stories in South Africa,
yeah.
right? And this is going back 20 years ago. And most of the South Africans, white South Africans, when the apartheid obviously was then sort of taken over or released, they all come over and they just exit the place because they knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. Same
Right.
happened in Kenya.
Same thing's happening now in Australia.
It's,
Right.
And I'm not pointing the finger at
No,
anyone.
no. Look,
It's just human behaviour.
exactly right.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Okay, so what are we doing wrong for that part of society? And I'm not gonna name.
No, it's just people. It's just people in
okay,
general.
so those people doing all the violence and the raiding and all the fires. What aren't they getting from our government, right? For them to do that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like same in South Africa. Obviously, there's a change of parliament, right? So then laws changed, and then all of a sudden the whiteys went, yeah, fuck, we're out of here, right? And now you look at what's happening over there now, or it's been happening for a while. Same thing's now going to happen in Australia. You know what I mean? So
And I'll stay clear of that topic. It's just,
that was a real serious look.
yeah, it was.
And Dave just backed away
I
real
did go
quick.
serious, eh? The arms are folded, and I leant in, but no, I'll back you out of that. But the same thing happened in Kenya many years ago. Kenyan Parliament was white. The whites hold most of the land and farming and money.
Yeah.
And then a black Kenyan leader got in, kicked all the whites out. Now the country's in turmoil because they don't want to do the farm work. They
That's
don't
right.
want to do the work
They
that
just
the
want the
whites
riches.
were doing.
That's right.
They just wanted the money.
Yeah.
And I'm not. This isn't a black and white thing. This is people.
That's
This
right.
is the- This is
Everyone's in the
how it was
option.
identified. Yeah.
That's
so,
right.
I don't know. It could have been transgender, black, white. Want to be white, but want to be black. But blacks want to be white. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm confusing myself now. But that was the problem. They saw the riches. They saw the money. They want this. But they didn't want to do the work for it.
Correct.
So now the government and everything's collapsing. The economy's collapsing.
Yeah.
Everything's going downhill because all they want was the riches.
Yeah.
But black, white, pink, blue, purple,
Whatever,
with polka
yeah.
dots, whatever you are,
Yeah.
you work for your money.
That's right.
And that's what Australians are doing. It's hard living these days. Everything costs a freaking fortune, right?
Oh,
Like
don't
it's
get
so
on that topic.
expensive. Like filling up the car the other day, it was $2.10 a litre. It hurts. It hurts the hip pocket, but it hurts. It really hurts when we're thinking about how much it hurts, right? But these guys at the top, they have an option. They have a decision to make about looking after the people, right? But what are they looking after? They're looking
Their own
after
agenda.
Then the future. They're like, oh, we're setting it up for the future. The future's great, but people aren't going to make it there.
No.
Think about what's happening on the ground right now and react.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like my line of work, maintenance and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have, you react,
Yeah.
but you've got your preventative.
Preventative.
Preventative's fine. That flows along. That ticks along. It's where your reactive stuff is
That's right.
that really matters because that's on the ground, instant,
That's right.
and that's what the government isn't doing right now.
They're not proactive.
They're not like,
They're reactive.
and you need to be.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You've got to change and go, oh, shit's happening in Alice Springs. And people are,
We need to
are
get on top
cry-
of it now.
people are crying about they cannot get out of their house at night.
That's right.
Once the sun goes down, they do not walk out of their house.
Yeah.
That is not any way for anyone in this country to live. Whether you're blue with purple polka dots or you're freaking got antennas on your head, doesn't matter. That is not a way to live.
No.
You should feel safe walking out your front door when the moon's up and just gazing at the stars.
True.
Why are you not safe in that environment?
This is why I'm moving out west.
And
This is why I'm trying to move away from.
I'm not saying that's woke shit,
No.
but it means the government is fucking less lenient on shit, more lenient on stuff,
Yeah.
and therefore
they're-
they're woke, they're shit.
The views have changed and what they're supporting, and what they think
Yeah.
is what's happening.
So let's put transgender
So
flags on childcare freaking posters.
that's right.
You morons.
Yeah. So what you're saying is basically they're catering for the 0.00001 of the
Minute.
population
Yeah.
compared to the 99.999 of the population.
That are just living life.
Exactly right.
And-
Who's actually then paying them to do a correct job, which is fucking woke.
It is woke.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, it's not the end of the day, but I'm just saying,
Could be the end of our
it's
day.
always a good saying. End of the day. At the end of the day, woke is shit. I'm just summing it up. We got t-shirts made that. Woke is shit.
Yeah, we will. Okay, so speaking of that, so we
Wake up to wokeness.
So our merch is coming along. I've got a few quotes back. I will send a few more quotes out and see what we got.
Cheering.
Also, speaking of bald heads,
Hey.
our week party.
Oh, yeah.
How are we going with that?
Yeah, we're
So-
cruising along.
So have we got any sort of anything?
We
to
do have
entice
some-
people in.
We
or-
do have some cool merchandise from some local Brisbane football code
Oh.
club
Oh.
people.
Please tell us.
Oh,
Come
maybe
on.
the Dolphins have jumped on board. And
Oh, nice,
The Bris Vegas Lions,
nice.
reigning premiers, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So-
who are, here you go. I'm throwing out and Len probably win it this year. I just don't want Collingwood to win.
Well, your team won't win.
No, team's lucky to turn up. We do have some cool things. We're doing some local businesses and that sort of stuff.
Nice.
We're yet to pick a date. We're trying to work on it. We did have a date in mind, but we're probably going to push it back.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Because just time flies
You're
when
running
you're
out of
having
time.
fun, and that's what we're doing.
That's it.
We're living life and having fun,
Live in the moment.
and we feel safe to go outside at night every now and then.
That's it.
Not only on some days. But yeah, we're cruising along, and I think obviously we're going to raise a lot of money for muscular dystrophy.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's the thing
we want
close
to
to
give
our
back to
hearts.
society.
We'll tie it in with another fundraiser that where someone else is doing that we know. But yeah, we'll try and get that up and running and the details up as soon as we can on the socials,
Nice.
on our Insta page.
Insta.
And reach out to us. Send us anything. Some ideas, topics, and the wheel of fortuitous conversation. It's almost done.
Nice.
And I've got some really funky, trendy, retro design things that I'm going to put into it.
Hang on. When you say funky, I'm thinking 70s.
Why not?
Are we going to go like velour?
Bit of velour, maybe a bit of shag.
Shag?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Now you got me excited.
Bit of, remember the old pubs back in the day when you had the shag pole, or you had those stupid green, that baby poo green, brown tile sort of thing?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Burn in my memory.
Yeah, we all know it.
Yeah.
We're not going to maybe I'll put a piss trough on it.
No.
Remember the piss troughs?
No.
That was still the strangest thing. I remember, this is going back, I remember a pub at Granville. Don't think of the name of it. Might have been the railway because it was right next to the
You know
railway
what's really
station.
funny about that? I've got the same story as what you have. It was at Windsor. It was called the Railway Hotel.
I think it was a railway.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'll look it up later. And I remember going to the pub there, and it was your typical tiled pub, you're just that typical
Tile
pub.
front.
Yeah. We all know the pub. We can all picture it, and we can all smell it.
Yes.
More importantly. Now I remember standing there having a beer at the bar with a couple of mates, and there's an old bloke wearing his freaking the Jackaroo shorts, the footy short type thing.
Yeah.
He's worked and he's got his singlet on and his thongs,
Yep.
and he just flops his knob out
Out the side.
the side of the freaking pants and just piss in the trough.
Yeah.
That was my first
Introduction.
introduction to the piss trough. I knew about it.
Uh-huh.
It's a legend.
Uh-huh.
It's an old story. You know about it.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't watch it, but I heard it.
You cannot hear it. I mean, you cannot not hear it.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah.
And that was just like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, it's a thing.
And it's like people this generation, they're missing out.
Yeah, I wish we had one now.
Did you ever do it?
No, but the old Railway Hotel, where I grew up.
I think I know that pub.
Yeah.
I think I know the one you're
They
talking
actually
about.
still had it, but the plumbing. So where the drain plug, where the drainage went down to, right? It was sealed, right? But it was there,
No.
right? So
Oh, no.
So I don't think anyone used it,
Yeah.
but it was still there. So all the tile work, how it was all bricked up and everything else. So it actually had a gutter to run down to where it obviously wasted off. It was still there.
Hey,
So-
Andy,
Yeah, right.
if we make some money,
What's this thing you talk of?
Uh,
I've never heard of it. I don't know what
I
it
know.
is. Like I just keep giving it away
I
to
know,
people.
we're not- I
I
know.
give it away to the government. I give it away to the taxation office.
Yeah, we're not
I
getting
give it
shit.
away to everyone else.
right? Okay, if money lands on our laps, freak of nature, I don't know how, and we earn a lot, can we open a pub that is reminiscent of an 80s, 90s pub in Australia, suburban Australia? Do the tiles, do all that. It's all modernised, of course, for creature comforts. But can we just have the aesthetic of that?
Okay.
Like a turnkey. I want to do it.
Okay. So
Nostalgia. We love nostalgia. What's wrong with it?
okay. So where I'm going to retire to, I won't say where it is.
Back of Burke.
Okay. They have a pub that is that pub.
I get it, but I want one.
You know.
I don't
And
care
so-
about someone else having it.
Yeah. So obviously you know my background. Obviously I've run bars and I've run pubs, and also gay pubs.
And he drinks beers.
And crafties. So
Snob.
so I do know. There'll probably at least 3 of my 2AMers that'll be into that.
Fuck yeah.
So
I reckon heaps of people will.
We would have a conglomerate
Conglomerate. That's word of the day. Conglomerate.
conglomerate.
That is word of the day.
That's it.
Use it. Everyone use it.
That's it. Don't spell it. Just use
Just use it.
it. Of basically of like-minded people, all right, running that business.
Now, I get that we're going to die at some point, right? So the memories and the nostalgia of that dies with us. But there's no reason why people can't live in that and enjoy it. We love history. History buff. Everyone's a history buff.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's got something in history that they enjoy or want to know about.
Yeah.
Right? And I reckon that Aussie suburban pub with that carpet that was puked on it, midnight, that was cleaned at 4 a.m., that whole tiled thing, it's a massive thing. And it is so spectacularly beautiful. Do you know why? Because every fucking pub looks the same.
Yeah.
They're either this stupid white and
Yeah, they're all
woke
unified.
shit, or they're all that. I'm not going to name the company that owns most pubs, but
Yeah.
we all know who it is.
Yeah.
And you could walk into any pub,
And they're identical.
they're identical, and that's not great.
No.
Where's the identity?
You want the identity.
And that goes back to our conversation that I think we've talked about, the Australian identity. We've lost a lot of that stuff that makes us, and it's going to happen. That's progress in work, right?
That's
At
it.
work.
I mean,
But still, you've got to hold on to a little bit
for sure.
that is you.
So, obviously, there was 3 pubs in Richmond, right? And literally, you could walk into any one of them, and they were exactly the same,
Yeah.
right? But again, they had a different feel because they're different clientele.
Yeah, different, yeah.
You know,
The one closest to the railway station was different to the one
Yeah.
a little bit further down near the courthouse sort of
exactly
thing.
right. Or you had the commercial.
Yeah, everyone's got a commercial, mate.
You know what I mean?
I used to
So-
go to Lithgow pubs. There was 12 pubs in a street that was a kilometre long.
Yeah,
That's great.
I know.
Good pub grills.
yeah, that's it. But again, I'm happy for to do it. But again, you've got to find the pub now that is further out, away from
Which
metropolitan.
brings in
I know.
logistics, which
Of
is
course.
difficult, yeah.
That's right. Anyway, I'm all for it. 100% I'm all for it.
That tiled pub, I can still picture the one in Granville,
I can see
right
it's
next to the station. I think it's rail. I'm going to look it up at some point. But it was just an epic.
Yeah.
There's still one in Katoomba, but I don't actually think it's a pub anymore. It used to be owned by old mate Brown. There was Brian Brown, the
Brian
Australian
Brown.
actor,
Yeah.
born in Kiwi, wasn't he? Kiwi land.
Yeah, Kiwi come
But
over,
he used
yeah.
to own the pub there.
Yeah.
Starts with G. I can't think of the name of it. It's lost me at the moment.
Oh.
But that pub was still very much the same. It looked the same. Nothing in Katoomba changes.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed in 100 years.
So it shouldn't either.
Why change now?
Okay.
But there's still a few of them. As you said, there's one up where your land is.
Yeah.
There's one not too far from there.
Yeah.
They're still out there.
Yeah.
And I hope we hold on to them.
Oh, for sure.
Because they're part of... And I'm not going to say, we are a very different society now than we were 20, 30 years ago.
Even longer, yes.
There's a lot of different people in the world, in the country, and all that sort of stuff, and they don't necessarily go to that pub. But it's also a reminder of where we've come from. That was our gathering spot.
You never lose your roots.
No, that was our gathering. That was where our corroboree was, so to speak. If you want to use
That's right.
the indigenous term, that's where we met. That's where we partied and talked and,
That's
and
right.
communicated with people that we
That's
didn't
it.
normally communicate during the day with,
That's right.
and we shouldn't lose that.
No, 100% we shouldn't lose it.
We shouldn't
Because
drive
we-
there and drink, but we should. Being responsible.
Actually, so most of
Being
those, sort of, especially country pubs, most of them actually have hotels attached to them.
Yeah, they do.
Like maybe 4, maybe 6 little sort of
And you share the
double
bathroom.
beds. Yeah, it's a shared, yeah,
Shared
for sure,
bathroom, yeah.
But you know what? That's, it's an old wooden pub. It has its main bar.
So I'm just
Yes,
picturing Charleville now. I remember the pub out there. Oh, beautiful.
mate, you can't beat those old pubs,
Nah,
mate.
they're awesome.
Actually,
And I would go
the
for a
one that's up
drive
for
to see
sale
them.
is the one up in Darwin,
I'm not
where
going.
where we used to be. They had 11 people in the town, and one of them got murdered.
It'll be on fire. mate.
It's no, and apparently it's up for sale.
Yeah, but it'll be on fire at the moment.
No. It's in between Alice Springs and Darwin, like in the middle,
That's
smack bang in the middle.
Yeah, it's probably a bit long, a bit away for me.
But again, I mean, it's up for sale. Is it the Laramie?
Is the Breakfast Creek-
Laramie Hotel.
Okay, is the Breakfast Creek Hotel up for sale?
Fucking what? How many trees do you want?
It's owned by a company that
Yeah,
have ruined it
that's it.
and
No,
charged $100 for a stay.
I'd love to do that again.
We're bringing it back, peeps. No, we're not. We're not doing shit.
no, because we got no money.
We're talking about it.
But again, it's
But-
nostalgia.
But, we can do that in our merch. Maybe we could, once our merch hits the ground running and people are purchasing it and supplying us with some funds that we could actually change some merch, we can put a picture of a pub on it like that.
We can.
Like
Okay.
that tiled bar, the green and brown tiled bar.
Maybe we can make those
With a
shirts
piss
the same
trough.
colour.
Piss trough.
Maybe the shirts can be that colour.
Piss trough blue. Piss trough green.
Yeah.
Is it a colour? That could be a colour in Dulux now.
You go to Bunnings.
I want piss trough green, please.
You're on yellow.
You're on yellow. Ah, goodness
Depends on how
gracious.
many beers you had.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
either clear or if you dehydrated, it'd be orange.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Orange juice. No, but I mean, I know we're giggling and dreaming about it, but part of our culture and our identity is. I'm not saying that's just it.
No, of
That's
course not. No.
it's a piece of the puzzle that is our identity, and it's more.
It's the birthplace of where identity started.
and the wokeness that has crept in over the last 10 years, really,
It's only been
maybe
really
10 years,
Yeah.
is fucking up so much.
Yeah. But again, it's
Sorry,
only.
Mum, for swearing.
But again, it's only like 0.0000 point.
And why do we keep fucking giving in?
Again, it's only a minority. You know, when the majority are just we have to work just to survive every day.
Here you go.
That's
Are we woke? Oh,
look, you're getting deep now.
But, all right, political correctness. Is that part of wokeness?
Yes.
Because we all do it.
Yeah.
We're all very careful of what we say sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially you got to read. Sometimes you got
Well,
to read.
that's the start of it. That was the start of wokeness. I'm going to say it here right now.
Because I said a comment the other day about this kid who was clearly shit at what he did.
I was not.
I'm just calling a spade a spade. This kid was trying to do something.
Did he have a shovel though?
No. He was trying to play a sport and he was clearly hopeless.
Yeah.
And I called him a comment. I said a comment that was an old comment.
Yeah.
I said he was a Gumby.
Yeah.
Right? Now that's in context.
Yeah.
Right? And people of our generation will know what that means.
Yeah.
You're a Gumby, you're not very good at what you're doing.
Hmm.
And someone took offence to that. I'm like, well, that's true. Now, there's no right or wrong there.
Yeah.
Because of my era, that's fine.
Yep.
Because of this era, they think it's wrong. Doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yep.
I shouldn't have to change my being, who I am and what I've been brought up on for many, many years
Yep.
to suit you,
Yep.
that person, right? I'm putting it in context and there's purely nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
I can sit here and call you a moron and you'd go, yeah, I probably am sometimes.
More than sometimes.
Yeah. Like, there's context, there's reading the people around, and there's nothing. If you're offended with it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't need to have a go at me for it. Just be offended. Go away and be offended. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're not going to... But... So when we give in to someone about being offended, are we being woke?
Yes.
Then I'm not giving in to anyone.
No.
Because
well,
I don't want to
that's
be... Fuck them
Okay.
all.
Okay, so same thing. Like I did a little bit of so when my son was playing rugby league up here, I won't mention which NRL club that or junior rugby league club that I was, first aid for or coach trainer for. Same deal.
Perth Bears.
Yeah, whatever. That's it. So I was training and coaching kids. I was doing seniors, and I actually played masters as well. Right?
That's how old you are.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And this is going back a few years too.
Exactly.
So I did pull a couple of kids aside in my son's team. I wasn't the coach. I was the trainer. So I didn't have the end all be all conversation. Even the coach turned around and went, yeah, I don't think he's only here just to basically just because mum and dad's pushed him into to doing this because they need him to do. Or they need justification for he could.
They're living through their kid.
Yeah, exactly right.
Trying to.
Obviously, the kid did not want to play the game, right, and did everything in their power just to fuck us around. So I didn't have a go at the kids. I walked up to the parents and went, "Why are you doing this to your son?" And they went, "Oh no, he wants to play." And I went, "You might want to have a conversation with
Have you
him
asked him?
and be honest about it,
Yeah.
because he's down there basically sitting on the ground picking up the grass, right?"
Maybe he's a vegan.
Well, anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah. But he had no intention. He didn't want to do it. So his parents pushed him to try and be something that he wasn't.
Yeah, it's so
Right.
bad, isn't it?
But then they got offended because I went and talked to them about it. Right? And I went, well, he's your son. Right? You need to work out what he wants to do. If he wants to go and dance, or if he wants to go and do painting, or if he wants to go and whatever, stick Lego,
Gulpsha.
whatever, stick Lego up his nose. I don't care.
Hey, what's
But
wrong? What's wrong?
but at that time, he doesn't want
He's
to play.
not
He
playing
doesn't want to play
footy.
rugby league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
So-
apparently, I got raked over the coals about this by the committee,
Nah, it's just
right?
wrong,
Because apparently I took it too far.
because the truth is woke, mate. Like, is against woke. You can't
I
tell
know.
them the facts.
That's right. So I went. So do you want me to speak up, or do you want me not to say anything? Like how do I react to that? Because all the other kids look at that and go, "Well, I don't want to play either." Or the other ones that do want to play go, "You know, you are now basically interrupting me training, and the other kids are getting angry."
All
You know what I mean? Like,
I can wrap this up very quickly.
all right, cool.
The definition of woke is giving someone a participation award.
Yes, 100%.
That is,
100%. Mate, high five for that.
I'm not swearing,
High five.
that is the worst thing you can ever do.
And when did we start that?
Oh, it's not long. It's
Was it
not long.
80s? 90s?
Nah, it's just
No,
like,
actually 2000s.
I never got, no, you got first, second, third, and that was it.
That's it.
Then you last, yeah, cool. But you do not get a participation award.
That's right.
You're in it, especially in an event where there's an award. If there's an award,
Yeah.
there's a prize. There's a reason to want to be better.
Yep.
You don't get a participation award. You're either good or you're not.
Yeah.
And then that's how you wear the boundaries of what you can actually physically and mentally and whatever do.
So
If you're middle road and you get an award for that,
Yep.
where's the striving to be better?
Yeah. No, I get
Like,
it.
I hate the fact that my kids get a participation or, oh, you ran a race, there's 20 people in it and you finished 13th and you get an award.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Do you want to be better? No, I'm okay. I'm just middle of the road.
Yeah, okay, well, just don't do it then.
Do. Find something you're good at and excel at it.
Exactly right.
Because
That's right.
that's the only way you're going to get ahead.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Fucking woke.
Fuck woke. We need to be more Australian. We need to be more upright. We need to be going, okay, this is us.
And
Done.
I know we're getting a bit long here, but in
Sure.
our age, can we please, like, that bloke that got hit in the bus, if you see something like, surely just butt in. Like, it's
That's
the good
right.
thing to, and it will take one person and then others will join.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not saying put yourself in danger, but stand up to people that are doing the wrong thing.
Even if you just yell out and say something.
Stand up. Presence.
That's
A lot of these people that are causing all these shit acts and things are piss weak
Yes,
if someone stands up to them.
correct.
And I'm not saying put yourself in danger. I'm
No.
just saying put yourself out there as a presence and people will back you up.
That's
It
right.
just takes someone to do it.
100%. Anyway, Dave, awesome. Well done.
That's
Thank
a
you.
high five.
Great chat for that one, mate.
All right, we'll chat to you guys later.
All right, have a good evening,
Come on,
guys.
Andy.
Thank you.
And go the Maroons.
Oh, blues.
Thanks for listening. Until next time. Don't forget to check us out on our socials.